name Anna Puspita, NPM 203507008.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ega Muhammad Ilham. I am from group number 6 of Relative English.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farid Ilman, NPM 203507107.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nada Vrita Amani from Group 6, Political Science, Siliwangi University.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Neng Fitri Komalasari from the Political Science Department with NPM 203507019. I went through the material that my colleague had previously submitted.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Fada with NPM 203507035.
Hello, my name is Rismai Sabtutianingsi and my NPM number is 203507066 and I'm a part of English for Class B.
The Indonesia Maju Cabinet is the cabinet of the Indonesian government led by President Joko Widodo and Vice President Ma'ruf Amin. The composition of the cabinet comes from the proportional, the proposal of the political parties that carries Jokowi Amin pair in 2019 presidential election which joined afterward, as well as the Jokowi Amin's campaign team in the 2019 presidential election. The cabinet composition was announced by President Joko Widodo in October 23 of 2019 and officially inaugurated on the same day. President Jokowi and Vice President Ma'ruf Amin read out the composition of their cabinet in the courtyard of the State Palace. On that occasion, Jokowi presented his minister wearing batik shirt. As usual, he tried to make a different style.
In the cabinet, Jokowi tried to accumulate as much political power as possible, a step that closely reflects the Japanese model of power by trying to create harmony and balance. Attempts to include professionals is another of Jokowi's effort to find a new balance both internally and externally. The appointment of fresh figures from professionals such as CEO Bezek Application, Nadiem Makarim, CEO of Net Television, Wisnu Tama, and founder Mahaka Business Group, Riyad Thohir. The president also seemed to support the effectiveness of government in economic development and to avoid conflict of interest between political parties.
The Indonesia Maju Cabinet consists of 4 coordinating ministers and 30 ministers. This cabinet underwent a resolution of the 23rd of December 2020. President Joko Widodo announced the resolution of the Defense Indonesia Cabinet on Tuesday, December 22, 2020. The political action is a continuation of the president's political step. After President Jokowi embraced his rival in the presidential election of 2019, Prabowo Subianto as Minister of Defense. Pak Joko, or Jokowi's nickname, made no comment after appointing a new minister. However, he wrote on Facebook, "What is past and the past, leaving as memories a lesson. We look to tomorrow with new determination, enthusiasm, and hope." He wrote in a spirited letter, "Hopefully this new minister will bring renewed vigor and new hope for us, for the people, and for the nation."
Everything has changed because of the global pandemic. Not only our daily activities but also it happens to our minister, the one and only Terawan Agus Putranto. Yes, because his controversial action during pandemic. Was action? Because Terawan had been criticized by Jokowi in June following the health ministry's sluggish pace of spending in the health sector amid the the country's struggle to contain the coronavirus. This is most viral in 2020 because of Najwa Shihab action on her show interviewing vacancies and Jokowi's meeting warned that he will take extraordinary steps, including a cabinet shake-up if minister failed to take the crisis seriously, and then our president has changed the Minister of Health to Budi Gunadi Sadikin. He becomes first Minister of Health who is not from medical background.
Furthermore, we also have a most shocking, hurting, and bullying on Twitter Wanitis Juliari Batubara as a Minister of Social. He was caught in a corruption case regarding the distribution of social assistance to the poor society who needs it more than him. Because of this case, Jokowi replaced the new Social Affairs Minister to Tri Risma Harini. She is mayor of the city of Surabaya. In the midst of health and economic crisis, the public needs to work of minister to control the pandemic, accelerate vaccination programs, overcome economic recessions, prevent social crises, and most importantly, avoid corruption. After those controversial issues and cases happened to this cabinet, there is our new minister that has been changing by our President Joko Widodo. And the new reshuffle members are:
We have first Jokowi appointed the former Mayor of Surabaya, Tri Risma Maharani, as Minister of Social Affairs, replaces Juliari V. Batubara, who was caught in the COVID-19 social assistance corruption case. Second, the former Deputy Governor of DKI Jakarta, Sandiaga Uno, was appointed as Minister of Tourism and Creativity Economy. Sandi replaces Wisnu Utama Kusubandio, while Budi Gunadi Sadikin was elected as Minister of Health, replacing Terawan Agus Putranto. Budi previously served as Deputy Minister of State-Owned Enterprises (BUMN). The forces of Nahdlatul Ulama, represented by Yakul Cholil Kaumas, who was appointed as Minister of Religion. The chairman of Ansar Youth Movement replaces Fahru Roji. Sakti Wahyu Trenggono, appointed by Jokowi as Minister of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries. Sakti replaces Edi Prabowo, who is caught in the lobster seed export case. Wahyu previously served as Deputy Minister of Defense. Finally, Muhammad Lutfi became the Minister of Trade. He will be replacing Agus Suparmanto, who had only served at the post for a year.
Okay, that's it. Our current cabinet of Indonesia after reshuffle by Joko Widodo. Because of this global pandemic, our president and our ministers also have worked extremely hard, but maybe some of them haven't. Nevertheless, we do appreciate Joko Widodo's movement that he has changed these troubled ministers. Hope and Hope has been writing by our netizens in Indonesia across multiple platforms on the internet for the new ministers and for our president and also for our country. Good luck for them now. For the new ministers, it's time to show your work, your dedications, and your devotion as soon as possible to our beloved country, one and only Indonesia. We hope there is no corruption cases again and again, because remember that there's no space for anyone who does corruptions, especially using our money. Okay, that's all our explanations. Hope you enjoyed the video. And last but not least, thank you for watching from us.